miss me. Miss me. Sure. Before, that person used to be consistent, and then they changed. And then when now you're making excuses, magasali busy a whole wait. Shit is so hurtful. Have you ever been around someone who ignores your feelings? Who just doesn't want to address it? Who doesn't want to look at it? Who couldn't get... Have you ever? Kitsamayela ka uno yaka. Yeah, understand? Yena atsamaya ka tombolo ya haye. We're both happy. I don't have time for on and off. I'm not a switch that you can just go... I'm not going to be that person to you. Angeke. Umpona ke tamping side. Nah. I can pick it up for you. For the fact that a lot of you people are situationships to people. And this is about time to listen to boom. I don't care a dizzy. I don't care a dizzy. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Katleho Malela. Thank you so much for being here. As always, thank you for choosing me over and over and over again. So I'm going to be filming a video that I haven't filmed in a really long time, and I'm so excited to film it because you know what? The thing is, we're constantly engaging with other people. We're constantly learning new things about ourselves, especially when we relate with other people. And I think it is time for me to bring this video back. I think it's time for me to talk about the things that I am too old for. Yes, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the things that we are too old for. These are conversations that I've had with Ndate Are. These are conversations that I've had with my friends. These are conversations that I've had with my family members. These are scenarios that I have been put in where I realized that no more. No more. So if you want to see this video, let us get into it. Today we're going to be specifically talking about friendships and intimate relationships, because what else would we talk about, especially when it comes to relating to other people? So let's get into this video. Let's start with the intimate relationships, shall we? Okay, listen to me. I am too old to chase around with people who are not available.
Yes.
I'm too old to be chasing unavailable people. You need to understand, if you are not available for me as much as I am available for you and will make time for you, I'm not going to chase you around. I don't have time. Like, at the end of the day, if you are going to be emotionally unavailable, physically unavailable, sexually unavailable, I do not have time to chase around after you. You need to understand that there is too much going on in the world for me to then be worried about chasing after unavailable people. Do you know how difficult it is to be in an intimate relationship with someone who is emotionally unavailable? What? Masabata, listen to me. It is so difficult to try and express yourself or try to move forward in a relationship with somebody who is emotionally unavailable. There is nothing that they could do or say. They don't want to do or say anything. They do not want to acknowledge their faults, their mishaps. They do not want to be in a space where they can talk about things and confront things and come to a solution with you. More than anything, they will just be unavailable. They'll shut down. They will ignore you. They will treat you badly. In some instances, I do not have time for that anymore. I have had to learn this the hard way, and I've learned it the hard way in a lot of relationships that I've been in where I don't have time. Miss me. Miss me. Sure. I am too old to be someone's So So if lona le shapo ka ba di side chick tse ipatileng on the sides because there is somebody who is the main, who is front and center, you want to be a side. I am not going to allow myself to become someone's secret. I'm not going to be a secret to your friends. I'm not going to be a secret to your family. I'm not going to be a secret to your colleagues. I'm not going to be a secret to anybody. I'm not a secret, not even to you.
And for SARS. Sharpener.
If you want to keep me a secret, you don't want to take me nowhere, you don't want to do anything with me, you don't want to introduce me to the important people in your life, you don't want to do, I am too old. I'm too old to be someone's secret. And you should be too. And when Linda, we know exactly what you do. We know exactly the bad behavior that you allow to be happening in your relationship because you do not mind being someone's secret. Let me tell you, the only people that are going to be okay with being somebody's secret are side people. Side dishes, side pieces, side whatever. But if you are somebody's person, you should never ever allow yourself to be their secret. Just sus. I won't even lie, I allowed it. At some point in my life, I allowed it, Shem. And I felt it. And no, I was not a side piece. No. I was just with somebody who really appreciated compartmentalizing their lives. They didn't want to mix me with all the other people in their lives. And that's when I realized, oh, wow, I refuse. I absolutely refuse. No. Listen, I am too old to partake in what you young people call a situationship. Far too old. Absolutely not. I do not have the time to participate in a situationship. What even is a situationship? Like, I'm gonna need somebody to tell me and break it down to me and make it make sense. Break it down to me like I'm 5, bro. What is a situationship? We meet on the down low. You know, there's certain rules to the game. You know, this will be accepted, this won't be accepted. Don't call me after a certain time. We'll only see each other when you want. Hey. Hey, I am far too old to become someone's situationship. What? We're either doing something or we're not. Yeah, we're either within this thing and we're building a life together or we are not. I do not have time for somebody who's just gonna come around when they feel like it. No. I have time to be an adult and do what adults do. Even if I'm single, it's fine. But it's not a situationship. It's me doing what adults do, even if I'm single. You know what I'm saying? But the point I'm trying to make here is I do not have the time. You can miss me with being a situationship. I am too grown for that. What even is it? Like, can somebody actually tell me what it is? Because, like, no. Because I know for a fact that a lot of you people are situationships to people. And what do you need to work through? I am too old. I am far too old to stay in a place where I do not belong just for the sake of financial security. Do you understand? I would rather be broke. I would rather be struggling. I would rather have to call my family members every 5 minutes and ask them for money and talk to my friends and say, yo, chomin booste and do this, that, and the other. I would rather do that than stay in a relationship for financial security. I am too old for that. It doesn't serve me. More than anything, I like to be in a relationship where we're both financially secure. You hear my chat? Where we're making things happen. Yeah? As we are growing individually, we are growing each other together. Yeah, understand?
Yes.
You understand? That's the kind of relationship that I want to be in. But also at the same time, that is respectful to me and I am respectful to them. And we understand each other. We value each other. We're there. You understand what I'm saying? But to stay with somebody just for financial security, I'm too old for that. I'm too old for that. And I know that there are situations that are exceptions to the rule where some people are afraid to leave, right? Because they do not know. Maybe they've got children and they do not know. There are situations that are exceptions to the rule. I still don't think you should stay just because. I still don't think you should. However, that's not why we're here. I'm just saying that this is something that I am too old for. I'm not going to stay in a relationship just for the sake of unal chelete. Man. Now I would rather be in a relationship with somebody ki tsamaela ka uno yaka. Yeah, understand? Yena a tsamaya ka tombolo ya haye. We're both happy. It's cool. We're both happy. Like, we're both broke, but we're happy. We're figuring it out. We're working towards financial freedom and success. But to stay with someone just for the sake of, I'm afraid of how my life is going to turn out financially when they're not around, please. Miss me. I am too old to be in a space with somebody and ignore my gut. I'm too old to ignore my gut feeling. Like, something happens the older you get. The more you start seeing something and you start seeing that it becomes a repetition, and something in your gut goes, girl, wake up. Wake up. It mustn't be you just saying, I just arrived. I don't know what's going on. I just arrived.
Is the president coming?
I just arrived.
Is the president coming?
I just arrived.
When last did you speak to him?
I just arrived.
When last did you speak to him?
I just arrived.
I just arrived. Let me see. Let me see. I gotta see.
I want to marry.
I gotta see. Just say no. Just say no. No, I gotta see.
I'm not the I gotta see anymore. I'm not the I gotta see. Let me figure it out. No. If we're not figuring it out together, and my gut is telling me that, this thing, how I'm young, this thing, I'm too old to ignore my gut. If my gut is saying, via bro, my gut is gonna say via bro, and I'm gonna vie. I'm gonna not vie. Yeah, understand? I'm gonna leave because I can see that it's something in my gut that is saying that your situation, your demeanor has changed. Yeah, if you don't call me the way you used to call me. You don't spend time with me the way you used to spend time with me. Kunto off lana. Kunto shaya manzi lana. Yeah, understand? Kunto off, kunto shaya manzi, and I'm not gonna ignore my gut feeling anymore. I am too old to ignore it. Too old. I am too old to make excuses for someone because of their inconsistency. Like, this is the one that I was discussing in Tate Ari. Tate Ari was like, no, you are too grown to be making excuses for people's inconsistency. In life, we must be consistent. In life, we show up. We show up every day for our job. It's consistency, daddy. We show up every day for our children. It's consistency, daddy. We show up every day for professional success. It's consistency, daddy. We show up every day for our family members. It's consistency. Our friends, it's consistency. Stop making excuses for inconsistency. I refuse. I am too old to make excuses for inconsistency. Woo! That they had me with that one. Like, you can catch me 2 streets away. The person who's going to be in my life next. I gotta let someone sing it. Sharp. The person who's going to be in my life next must know who the inconsistency in this here house. In this house is not tolerated. No. Either you come into the party, you understand? You come into the party, or you don't come into the party at all. And it's okay. Nobody's going to be mad at you. Nobody's going to be frustrated with you. I just won't be with you. Because we need to stop making excuses for inconsistency. No. Before, that person used to be consistent, and then they changed. And then when now you're making excuses, Magasali busy a whole wait. But he's always working, she's always got something to do. And it's okay, like, I get it, she's trying to progress herself. She's trying to be, Lerato. No, stop making excuses for Mosiso's behavior. Stop, and his inconsistency. You're too old for that nonsense. I say what I said. Okay. Listen, njengoba I'm single right now. Okay, I'm single and ready to mingle. I am too old for mixed signals. Mixed signals. One day Ulana, the next day Ulana. One day you are hot, one day cold. One day north, next day south. One day west, east. Hey, I am too old for mixed signals.
Yes.
Do you like me? Grand. Don't you like me? Okay. You like me today, you don't like me tomorrow. What? What is going on? I don't have time for mixed signals. I don't have time for on and off. I'm not a switch that you can just go. I'm not going to be that person to you. I'm not. Forget about that. Mixed signals are not going to happen here. I'm far too old for that. I need to know exactly where you are, where you stand. You want to do this? You don't want to do this. That's for me. That's all that matters. Yeah, it is that. For me, that's the only thing. For me. Yeah, it is that. I am too old to be sitting here trying to get what you're trying to say, dissect it, sit with it, let it live under my skin. No, maybe this is what they mean. Maybe this is what, yeah. Far too old for that. Mixed signals, please. I am too old to fix people. Wambana, I am not a therapist. But right now, that I'm too old to fix people. If you cannot realize the issue within you, or maybe I'm trying to point something out, an inadequacy within you, a lack within you, and I'm just like, listen, bruh, I don't like it when you do this. I don't like it when this is this. Let's talk about this. And you refuse to see that. I'm not going to be out here being Captain Saver person. I was going to say saver. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be out here being Captain Saver person. Don't save people who don't want to be saved. Then you can... It makes sense! That's another thing. But you are too old to be fixing people. Period. I am too old to fix people. No. You should want to fix yourself so that you come into this thing with me, Rebe Sharp, because I'm working on fixing myself. I can see where my flaws are. If you watch my vlogs, you'll know exactly, especially in the long weekly vlogs where I talk, where I show you parts of myself that I'm learning, that I don't like it when I'm this kind of person in this kind of situation. I'm working on fixing myself. Are you? No. Okay, sharp then. Then I'm too old to fix you. Okay. I am too old to force chemistry. I'm too old. If it's not there, it's not there, bro. And I'm okay with being single and waiting to find somebody that I can chemically bond with, chemically interact with, chemically see it within the fiber of my being. I'm not going to be with somebody just because they're pretty. I'm not going to be with somebody just because they live a flashy life or have money or whatever. No. For me, there must be something that chemically bonds me to you.
Yes.
You understand? I need to be able to laugh with you. Right? I need to be able to be sassy with you. Right? We need to have the same similarities. We need to share similarities, but also our differences must be something that also bonds us together. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to be compatible with you. For me, things like that are chemistry. You know? Yeah, you need to be attracted to you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? There needs to be like that, their physical attraction. I'm just like, it's about time to listen to Boom. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. There needs to be that thing, man. There needs to be that thing, because if that thing is not there, guys, now I'm too old to force chemistry. No. That's why I am quite comfortable with going long periods of time being single between partners, because I am too old to force chemistry. If it's not there, it's not there. And it's okay. Friendships, this is going to be a long one. And I know you guys love the long ones. With friends, I am too old to fear conflict. No.
See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
If we reach a place where we are in a space of conflict with one another, let's go.
Absolutely correct. I hate when y'all tell me to be the bigger person. No, I'm going to be small as hell. I'm going to be an ant. When they go low, I go to hell.
Let's go. And I mean, let's go, not in the sense or with disrespecting each other. No, let's go. Let's address this. Let's confront this. Let's look at it. I am too old to fear the conflict. I am too old to fear the fact that, oh my God, she's mad at me. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do this. I don't know. Nah, bro. I get into conflict all the time with my friends. Yeah, I get into conflict. We have heated discussions. I had a heated discussion with Prudence just last week where we had such opposing views. And she was like, but I, and I was like, but I, and it was this for 2 hours on the phone. And I was like, okay. After that, I was like, okay, I think it's time for us to take a break. I just arrived. It's time for us to take a break. The following day, we were grand. We looked at it, we were like, listen, we're gonna agree to disagree with this. Yeah. We're gonna agree to disagree, it's fine. But I'm too old to fear conflict with a friend. Nah, bro. Let's go. Let's go. I am too old to force attention from a friend. I'm too old. If you feel like your other friends deserve more of attention than me, they deserve more of your time and your attention than me, I'm gonna go where time and attention is being served. That's the thing about me. Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna go where time and attention is being served. I am too old who forced her to spend time with me, who forced her to be attentive to me. No, I'm too old to be like wondering, why isn't she calling me? Why isn't she texting me? She hasn't checked in on me in over 2 weeks. I'm too old for that. That's when you realize, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and that's fine. But I am too old to force attention from a friend. Nah, bro. I am too old to be your emotional dumping ground.
What I must do?
Do you understand? I am too old. We both have problems. We all have problems. But to be the friend that you consistently call, you have time for me, you've got time for me, when you want me to be your emotional dumping ground? No way, no ham, no turkey, no Jose, let me go. Let me go, Palesa. Let me go. I'm not going to be that person. I'm not going to be your emotional dumping site. Angeke. Umpona dumping site. Nah. I can pick it up for you. No. If you're South African, you know what pick it up is. I can pick it up for you. No, I'm not the garbage truck that's going to come here and keep taking your emotional baggage, your emotional dumpage here and being okay with that. No, I'm too old. I've got my own problems and I don't dump my problems on my friends. No, I went through the hardest time in the last couple of years. Okay, I did not make it a point to consistently be dumping my emotional baggage on my friends. I know when to separate. I know when it's time to have fun and forget about that kind of stuff. I know when it's time to spend time and be attentive to my friends. I know the difference. And then there are moments where, we're having sleepovers and it's nice and it's cool and it's fun. And then we have that little confession session hour where we're emotionally dumping. It's fine. It's okay. But I'm too old to be your emotional dumping ground. Nah. I'm too old to be the one that's constantly showing up for this friendship.
To rest.
You want the show to stop? I'll show you a showstopper. I'll show you. If I find myself to be the one who is constantly showing up for you, for our friendship, meanwhile you're not doing anything for our friendship, every time you got time for everybody else but me, you've got time for everything else but me, I'm not going to be the one who's always constantly showing up for you. I'm done with that. Nah, I'm too old. I'm too old. I don't care a daisy. I don't care a daisy about being the only one to show up in our friendship. No, then nobody's going to show up. And when you phone me, don't be surprised. Don't act like I understand what's going on. You understand very well. Ditabo, you understand very well. So don't do that. No, don't do that. Too old. I'm too old to excuse your bad behavior. You understand? You understand? If you come at me sideways, I am too old to be like, Shem, she was having a bad day. No.
Yeah.
Even Tate Are even said, you shouldn't be excusing people's bad behavior. And I think, all these things even apply, whether it's with intimate relationships or whether with friendships. We're too old to excuse bad behavior. I'm not going to be here for it. So if you're going to treat me with disrespect, you're going to ignore me, you're not going to give me attention, you're not going to give me the time of day, you're going to be emotionally unavailable. I am too old to excuse bad behavior. Miss me. Not going to happen. Once this happens, I'm out. I'm making my way out kindly, softly. Exactly. I am too old for surface level connections. I don't have time.
Why?
No, I'm too old for surface level connections because either we're in this and we're going in deep underground. We're exposing each other's grimiest, darkest, most shocking sides just for the sake of building a connection with each other, and we are showing our light and our positive side and whatever. That's the kind of relationship that I want. That's the kind of friendship that I want. I am too old for surface level connections. I don't want them. I can mingle with you at a party, and that's pretty much where it'll stay. I can mingle with you at the party. That's pretty much where it'll stay. I am too old for surface level connections. I don't need them. If you need them, kudos, great on you. For me, I don't care for them at all. I don't care for them, my babe. So, if that's what you want, so it's fine. It's fine. I mean, do you be you, boo. I am too old to ignore how someone feels.
Yes, mother.
I am too old to ignore how my friend feels, especially when it involves me. I am never going to ignore you and ignore your feelings. I will never do that. If you are saying that I treated you a certain type of way and I disrespected you and I did ABCZ and I did whatever, I will not ignore that. I am too old to ignore that. I am here to talk about it and engage with it with you. But I'm never going to ignore your feelings. I will never. That shit is so hurtful. Have you ever been around someone who ignores your feelings? Who just doesn't want to address it? Who doesn't want to look at it? Who couldn't get... Have you ever? Yes. Tate Are will tell you. All right, I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed this version of the things that I am far too old for. Next time, we'll do something different. What are the other things that you want me to talk about I'm far too old for? And I would love to know from you as well. I'd love to know from you as well. What are you too old for when it comes to intimate relationships and friendships? What are you too old for? I'd love to know. All right, I'm going to go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe. Thank you, as always, for choosing me over and over again. Until the next one, I will see you very, very soon. Until then, mwah. Sayonara. I'm kidding.